That's it. Okay, great. So now we'll talk about how to handle file. Okay, how to handle files. You need, because handling file. Okay, so first time we are going beyond R. Okay, so what it means is that so far whatever we did was all within R, right? We the data, different data types that we handle and different things, whatever we have done was all within R. Now we are going beyond R, right? We're going to look at the files. Now to work with files, file is a different topic itself altogether, right? Like text file is used to store text data, right? So it's a different uh, um, uh, thing or a different software in itself, right? So using R,
Yes, sir.
okay, using one software, we are trying to connect to other software, right? So in this case, first thing first, that you need to have access to, the the OS also, right? The different OS that you work, it might get a little different. Okay, so if you work with Windows, it could have little different meaning. Okay, like if I have to access the file structure, right, or the file could be in C drive in particular folder, right? So we need to be able to understand little bit of, okay, little bit of OS as well, right? So you guys know what is current working directory. What do you know current working directory? Okay, so we have something
Yes,
called
sir.
as absolute path and relative path. Okay, so see,
Mhm.
absolute path is like when you give with the drive C colon slash folder 2 slash C slash file 1 dot txt, let's say. That's what absolute path. So absolute path, okay, starts from the drive. Okay, right from the drive name, right? Or drive ID, C drive, D drive, and then you go into a particular folder. Okay, now then you have relative path. Okay, so relative path starts from where you are currently. Okay, so where you are currently is called relative path. So if I am at, okay, when I'm working on this R, okay, my R software is installed in some particular path, right? And that's where I am. So from where you are, how do you move to the a particular folder, a particular location? That's what we call here in relative path. Okay, so the current working directory is where you are, and with respect to current working directory, where is your file? So if your current working directory is C drive slash programs, right? So inside programs, if you have a folder, you move to that particular folder, right? So for example, if I want to know what is my current working directory, I'll say simply print get, okay, get wd. Okay, we saw that, right? Get wd, right? The first one you see here. So wd is called working
Yes.
directory. So when I run this, this will tell me where I am currently. See, my current location is C user, username and the document. So my working directory is located in documents. So if you have a file in documents, then you don't have to give the complete path. You just read the file from there directly. Okay. Okay. So let's say, um, mm, just give me a second. I'm trying to see if I have a CSV file or not. Okay, if not, I'll add a CSV file
Okay,
in
sir.
the application. So you go to documents, right? It says documents. Uh, okay, of course, I don't have any CSV file here. Okay, you see this. This you see my drive, right? This is the document. This is what is the current working directory. So here I can go my CSV.csv. Let's see what is there here. Okay, so yes, so there is a CSV file. Okay, good. I don't have to create more. I'm going to save it. Okay. And okay, I'm going to save it. Okay. So you say yes. So this is CSV file. Now CSV file stands for comma separated file. That's why it's comma separated file. So when you read CSV file in Excel, you will see something like this. You know, columns. This is what we discussed, right? Data frame. So you have column headers and the values here. If you reopen this in if you open this in a text file, let's say I say open with Notepad. Okay, open with Notepad. So you see this values are separated by comma. So anything till first comma is your first column, second column, you know, third column, you know, fourth column. These are the values here. Okay, see these are empty rows. Okay, it says there's no value before this colon. This is empty, empty. If I write A here, okay, let me close this.
So I'm not sure. I can see black small box on the windows.
I am also, there is a shadow, square shadow. What is
You're not able to
correct?
see my screen?
At the above portion, there is
There,
a one small square shadow is there. So I'm not sure again.
Let me stop and start again. So I'm going to say stop share and let me start share again. I've said screen, so
All right, nice,
now
perfect.
okay. Now all right, sir.
oh yeah, thanks for saying it. Okay, okay. So you know, this is how you will be able to actually see the file here in Notepad. So you have okay. So this indicate empty values. Okay, so if I put A, B, blank, 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 F, let's say. Okay, and here let's say I put Z. Okay, and when I save it, so this is how you start in in um, text file. Now, if I double click here, okay, you see this I got added Z here, right? It got added at the end. Okay, so this is how you can actually view the CSV file in Excel. Okay, so CSV file is one of the oldest way to transfer data. Okay, not the most efficient in terms of you know, in recent ways we have developed JSON and other XML, which is even more powerful than CSV, but nonetheless, it is the in basic format. It is very easy. Okay, it is easy to create, easy to read. Okay, so still one of the
Sir,
most
how
popular.
you transfer the data from like Notepad to CSV?
No, I did not transfer. What I did was I just file it. So see, if you want to create a new
Oh, okay.
CSV, you know
Okay.
you
So
write here.
no, you manually did that one, right?
No, no, I'll tell you. Okay, so let's say you want to create from beginning, right? Let's say you want to create a new CSV file. So you open Excel, okay, and you add this information. By default, this will be saved as .xls, right? But instead of
Right.
doing XLS, you say save as, and you select CSV from down. Okay, so see this CSV, you save as
Mm-hmm.
this CSV format. Okay,
Okay.
so it will get added as CSV. Or if you are working in Notepad, you create a new Notepad. Okay, you create a new Notepad, and you give values here like serial number, comma, name, comma, city. Okay, now you say 1, comma, Sachin, comma, Mumbai. Right, 2, comma, Saraf, comma. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll save as .csv file. So I'm going to say save as not .txt. Okay, okay. So you know you can save it here in document. I will say here I'll select all files from down, and here I'll say my, or let's say cricket data, something like that. Cricket data dot csv. Okay, because when you save the CSV, that's when it takes that properties. Whether you do it to Notepad or Excel doesn't really matter, right? You see
Okay.
CSV, it becomes a CSV file. Now, if I I can open it using click data, right? Yeah, I can double click. So by default, it will open in Excel, right? So see, data is
Okay.
created in.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't really matter. Okay, if you save it as .csv, it becomes a .csv.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we have put the file purpose in document, okay, because we have put the data here because in documents because our working directory is document, isn't it? Our working directory
Exactly.
is document, so that's why we have put it in the documents. Okay, otherwise you can put it anywhere and give the complete path, right? Okay, so let's go back to our program. Okay, so get working directory document. So no, we don't have to worry because the file is there. So you have something called as read.csv. Okay, so we have a function called read.csv. So I'm going to say data, okay, and I'm going to say here read.csv. Okay, and I put here, what was our file name? cricketdata.csv, right? Okay, so let's run this. Okay, incomplete file. Okay, is it there? Cricket data only, right? Cricket data.csv. Cricket data, right? It's the same spelling, right? So what it says, in read table, file header separator quote, incomplete file name found. Okay, let me delete it. Okay, notepad is also come, right? Now let's try to read it. Yeah, that it was open and was not able to read it. It was giving that error, right? So we close it. Now it's able to read it. Okay, so when you read it, right? Okay, the data is now read into data in a data frame format. Okay, see, the challenge is in terms of when you read it, now it is like data frame. So whatever we did last week, right, in last sessions, right, where we were doing merging, melting, combine, C bind, R bind, we did those merge, inner, all those things you can do it. So challenge is how to get the data into R. So we, with one line, we just say read.csv, we'll get that CSV file into data, and now data, okay, if I say print data, and I'm going to say print class of data, right? So say this data.frame, right? So it has read as a data.frame, and you have the information here like a data frame. Okay, now what do you want to do with this is up to you, right? It has given you the data frame. Okay, now you can perform like number of columns, number of rows, right? So let's say I want to find print and number of column for data, right? I can say print and row, right? Number of row, so and row, right? You can do that. You can, let's say you want to find the maximum value, right? You can do all the SQL examples, right? Or the data analysis, data manipulating, all you can do. So let's say I want to know the maximum of, so what is the maximum value of serial number? So I'll say max of data, right? Okay, which column? Okay, so serial, because serial is only in text column, right? So you say this. Now run it and you see. Number of column, 3 columns, right? Serial number, name and city. Number of rows, we have only 2 rows, right? This one, Sachin and Saurabh. Then here it is, what is the max of data serial number? What is the maximum value of, right? So all these operations will be there. And in the document which I've already shared, right? You know, there are a lot more things which you can practice. Okay. But this is how you read the data. Okay. You get it, okay, into R as a data frame format, right? So the file which had CSV data or the data which was in the file is now in our R. Okay. Now, after doing this, you can again, so you can find, say this is how to find the maximum value of a certain column, right? If you want to find maximum value of certain column, what's the maximum salary? So employee data, right? Employee data and salary is there in the column. So you want to find the who's getting the maximum salary, right? So you can say max of employee data dollar salary, right? Let's say you want to find all the information of people who has maximum salary, let's say. So print, I want to print all the values here. Okay. So when I say I want to print all the values, that is subset, right? Subset because you have the entire data. From the data you want subset. I'm going to say subset of data. Okay. Comma, you can say the condition. What is the condition? Okay. The spelling has to be same, right? Case sensitive. So SNO equal to max of, okay, okay, so now max of what, right? So you can say max of data. So this is going to return us 2. So I'm saying serial number equal to 2 directly, it's like saying serial number equal to 2. Okay, so you see this, you got all the information here, serial number, all the data subset, right? So this is how you can perform different query, okay, on a data frame. Right? You can add condition as well. Okay, so okay.
So can you please describe that last line? I mean,
Okay. So let's do one thing. Okay, so what I'm saying, I want complete information, okay, where serial number is 2. So I'll say data subset of data will give me subset of data, and then you say data dot condition. So I'll say serial number equal to 2. So when I say serial number equal to 2, right, I'll get the information serial number equal to 2.
yes.
Right now, okay, now I want to find the maximum, okay, serial number where it is maximum. Okay, so if you want specific value, you can serial number equal to 2 or serial number equal to 3 or serial equal to 1. But I'll say that give me the information for where for the record which has maximum serial number, okay, which has maximum serial number, right? So how do you find the maximum serial number? Data dollar SNO, right? This is what we did here, isn't it? Right?
Okay.
Right. So here also you are adding a condition, max of data serial number, data dollar serial number. Right? You can give multiple conditions. Serial number equal to this, okay, and okay. Now let's say here I'll purposely put some other name. Name equal to, okay, I'll say Sachin. Let's say. So you should not be able to get any data, isn't it?
Right.
Okay, you should not be able to get any data because there is 0 rows, right? Okay, if I put
Right.
or, how do I put or? What is the sign of or?
Oh, so double line.
Double straight line.
Double straight line.
Yes.
See, I'm saying give me data where serial number is maximum or name is Sachin. So or, right, or means both the condition will be displayed, right? So you got max 2, you got Saurav, and we said name equal to Sachin. So we are getting both the values.
So one thing like in a or that, okay, so that both are 1. for that reason.
Correct. Both are worth, isn't it? Both are true.
Okay. Yes. So another thing, like here we are taking the data. So because we are putting the data into like read.csv into a data file for that reason.
Mhm.
Otherwise, we can like work with cricket data.csv.
No. See, so what we have done is we have read cricket data.csv into R, and we have read it like a pie chart.
Mhm. Okay.
Right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So this
Yes,
is
Okay,
how
sir.
you can, you can run different queries on it. So okay. Now let's say I want to add a new value to the CSV file. Okay. So this is how you read, right? You have read it, and you have, manipulated, right? We read it and we edited, we manipulated the way we want to. Now let's say you want to write into this. Okay. Now how do you write into CSV? Okay. So I'm just thinking, instead of we'll create one. Okay. So say writing to CSV. We'll create a data frame. Okay. So let's say we create a data frame like new val or something. Okay. Okay. New val, and new val. Okay. So okay. So let's do same thing. Okay. Sorry. Instead of creating a new one, so this is going to return us data frame, right? So I'm going to copy this one. Okay, I'm going to copy this one. So new value is this. This is data frame. Now what I'll do, I'll say write.csv. So we are writing to a CSV here, and here I'll pass the data frame. See, you have to create a data frame, right? The way you create it is up to you, right? We have already seen how to create a data frame, right? You can create
Right, sir.
employee data equal to data dot frame. Okay, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, so on, right? So okay,
Right.
so assume this new value is that value. Okay, where you have, and you say write.csv. Okay, and first value that you pass is the data frame. Okay, and second is your file in which you want to save it. So let's say I'll say my cricket.csv, right? So now when you run it, so let's run this. So it has created, and you can go and check my oops. See, no, this is not my CSV, right? My cricket.csv, right? 1750, right? It has created this data frame here. Did you get it? So this is how you
Yes,
can read data from a CSV and write data from a CSV.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll stop here today. Tomorrow when we meet, we'll see how to read the Excel file.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
and then
Okay, sir.
we'll see how to read XML file. Okay. And then we can
Yes,
edit
sir.
database. Yes. Any question there?
No.
All right.
No, sir. Thank
No,
you,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Great.
Thank you,
Have
sir.
a good rest of the day, guys. Enjoy. Bye.
You too, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Bye.
Bye.